Hello everyone, this is Panda Kwan. This is the very first video of mine, and today I'm going to bring you the stock that I'm tracking, which is NBIS. NBIS is basically a AI cloud provider, which basically provides you GPU for your workloads. As you may know, like all the Gen AI and all of the video editing tools which are being used by so many people, so many companies, all of them need GPUs for that. Anything which is generated using generative AI, that is where you need the GPUs, and the demand is pretty high over there. So why am I bullish? To support my case, I bring you the quarter three reports of NBIS Group. So this, as you can see, it's like a 2025 financial report of them. With this is a quarter three report, and few things that I have marked already for you guys to have easier view is the cash equivalent. You can see that as of 9 months from December to September, like they grew in their cash from 2.5 million to 4.7 million, which is huge to be honest. And the total assets increased, you can say like almost thrice from 3.5 billion to like 10 billion. Other thing is basically the total liabilities. The total liabilities increased a lot, which is like from something like 0.2 billion to 5.2 billion dollars. That's pretty huge. But the point to notice over here is the basically the property and equipment. This why I'm bringing you this because that's them like scaling data centers and GPUs, which is um, $0.8 billion dollars to around $3,300. What it means for everyone is basically they are not kidding. They are heavily invested and they have already done the property and the equipment management, like gathering of the GPUs, where do you want to build the data centers and all of that. So you can see like how they are using the money that they have taken is as total liabilities. That's crazy. Something to kind of look at overall. Another thing I think is at the front is basically yes. So to notice is the revenue over here from 2024 to 2025, like 9 months, the revenue changes like 430%, which is huge. Another thing is like EBITDA loss. That's like minus 51%. They are still at loss, but basically you can think about it as high growth, high risk because they're expanding so quickly that they need resources, they need people to run those data centers, and they need money. But at the current thing, they're losing money or they're at loss rapidly, which is like you can say around minus 50% over here. So what to notice over here, guys? What the thing to notice over here is that the revenue is exploding and they are in a heavy build out mode, to be honest. This is a basically infrastructure play right now. Another catalyst I want to show you guys is like what they said over here. Like Meta is investing with them like $3 billion over the 5 years, which is very, very bullish for this particular stock. And this is as of November 11th. So they invested at very high, like that's what they're doing. And then you can see another news, which is of September 8. This is by routers. Nebius signed 17.4 billion AI infrastructure deal with Microsoft, which is again huge. So they have a deal with Meta, they have a deal with Microsoft, and then at last, they also have like NVIDIA because they are the one who have NVIDIA as a cloud positioning, and NVIDIA is like their Blackwell chips, their Hopper, like whatever is there, whatever do they have over here. I think right now the heavy demand is people have known about H200s. They basically are the juice right now. Um, so that being said, they have different catalysts, but also let me pull up the chart and show you guys like how it looks like. So this is week on week chart, and you can see like heavy positioning over here. Around this, the volume is crazy over here, right? Like people bought in over here around this time, like 87. And what this says is basically a chart structure, which is a bullish pendant structure. So you can see that It's a triangle, and then basically it's a formation which tells that price is consolidating as this range, and it's going to explode the moment it breaks this barrier. So very excited for that. Other thing to notice is that stock RSI, which is basically this, it's about to converge. You see that how the moment this divergence happens, how the stock goes up and down. And similarly, you see that it is at oversold zone right now, and it's ready to leap up back to around like 100, range. And the big question now becomes is who else have invested in NBIS? So this is Quiver Quantitative. You can just search about them and then just look at how is the hedge fund activity. You can see that most of them are basically investing 324. This is huge amount of hedge funds investing. And still, the thing that I'm interested in is basically the last four of them. The very I don't know about Orvis Allen, but they have sold in huge positions, but that's okay. But if you look at these banks like Two Sigma Investment, I know them like they are top tier hedge funds. UBS, Wells Fargo. You can look at their positions. It's pretty huge, like plus 3,200%, something like that. And they have been adding, I think. Um, and then the analyst, like how they have rated market outperform. There's all buys over here, and everyone's like quoting 175, 130. This is a must watch stock, and definitely this is better positioned than any of the AI infrastructure plays. So keep an eye on it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.